It's been a while since we've seen Whoopi Goldberg in The View just say something so beyond stupid that it trends all over the internet. I think maybe they took a little break or something. I feel like I haven't really been seeing their clips for a while. Now, some people say they should just like kick the show off the air or ban the show because of how stupid it is and how much they lie. I personally think this show should just stay on forever because honestly, this is some of the funniest things you will ever see. Just the stuff these people come up with to say, and like they actually think this stuff. They actually think this stuff is like clever and smart, and that they're like the best people in the room. And so I think a show like this should always be on forever. Whoever owns this, I don't know if it's ABC, it's ABC. Do not ever get rid of this show, please. So we have Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and all of them talking about the Super Bowl halftime show and Bad Bunny because a bunch of conservatives made a big deal about Bad Bunny being the halftime performer. So a lot of people are trying to take some of this stuff out of proportion. So what Democrats are saying is a bunch of mainstream conservatives are saying that he's not American, which I haven't seen anybody make that point. He's Puerto Rican. He's born in Puerto Rico. He's an American citizen. I haven't seen anybody make that argument. The argument I have been seeing when it comes to Bad Bunny is that he does not sing songs in English. Most of the NFL audience, his first language is English. So it's kind of like, what are you doing? We know the NFL hates their fans by the way they do all the end racism in the end zones, the black national anthem. We know they hate their fans. But this just feels like kind of a giant middle finger to all the hardworking people that pay for NFL Sunday ticket that really just want a day off from work. Because the NFL did this for political reasons, right? Bad Bunny has made a protest about ICE. Bad Bunny says he refuses to perform in the U.S., and I guess unless it's the Super Bowl, because of deportations. It's obviously a political move. The main reason people have an issue with it is because he sings in Spanish and no one's going to understand what he's singing. So they get into it, and Whoopi Goldberg came up with this amazing idea of how to mess with ICE at the Super Bowl, since apparently Kristi Noem was sending ICE there, which I don't know what kind of illegal personally is affording those tickets. I think it's probably a waste of resources, but nevertheless, they are doing it. They're sending them everywhere. I don't even know where the Super Bowl's at this year. But just listen to what Whoopi Goldberg's brilliant idea is to avoid ICE. Whoops, wrong screen.
She's threatening to go to the Super Bowl when Bad Bunny is there and round up all these people that are illegal immigrants. Do you think that she would go if it was Garth Brooks or Eminem or Taylor Swift or any other white person?
Let me understand what you're saying, because she's going to go to the Super Bowl and round up. How's she going to know who's who?
Because the Supreme Court has given permission to question anyone who has a Spanish accent, who has a dark skin.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Everybody, get a little cocoa butter, sit in the sun. That's the first thing. and this is the only time you can probably ever do this, give yourself a Latin accent.
Whoopi, that is such a good idea.
And see if she can tell who's who.
So yeah, that's Whoopi Goldberg's brilliant plan to mess with ICE. So what she's saying is everyone in the arena, basically paint your skin darker. So if you're white, paint yourself brown, and then put on a fake Latin accent. So then the idea is, well, they can't arrest everyone. They can't detain everyone. There's 70,000 people here. They can't do that. Oh my God. Can you imagine if a white person said this? Imagine a white person said, oh, I have an idea. Why don't we paint our skin to a different color and then pretend to have that accent of that? They would be kicked off the internet, and they would be kicked out of any show they could have ever done. Their career would be ruined if they even suggested an idea like this. If they suggested painting skin and having a fake accent, they'd be like, cultural appropriation. Oh, you bigot. This is horrible. Why would you say this? But Whoopi can get away with it because she's black. She can say this. Also, I think people in The View get away with a lot more than the typical American, too. People on the left in general actually can say a lot more. Let me just group that together. They can say a lot of racist stuff because One, it's their side, so they get away with it. And two, I, they just can't. I don't know. Like, I feel like they're racist without realizing they're racist. Like, they say the most racist things, but they say it's not racist. So yeah, this is Whoopi's amazing idea on how to mess with ICE or to avoid getting deported at the Super Bowl. Like I said, I personally don't know why they would send ICE to the Super Bowl, because who's affording those tickets? If you're an illegal migrant and you snuck in here and you're able to afford a Super Bowl ticket, I would gladly smile as you get deported, because that's insane that you would be able to afford that. Like, what are you doing here to where you have all that money? That's insane. Yeah, and like I said, the Bad Bunny thing, he doesn't sing in English, he sings in Spanish. It feels like a giant middle finger to the American people. And everyone on the left is all of a sudden the biggest Bad Bunny fan on the planet. It's how it always works, right? Everyone in the Super Bowl last year rooted for the Eagles because Trump said he thinks the Chiefs will win. I think many people thought the Chiefs will win before he made that comment. All of a sudden, everyone on the left was Eagles fans. And then when Saquon Barkley was golfing with Trump, they're all of a sudden weren't Eagles fans anymore. Saquon Barkley was the worst person ever. That's how this stuff works. And I guarantee you, when February comes down and the Super Bowl's on, every liberal is going to be like, oh, Bad Bunny, he's so great. Oh my God, I love this music, even though they don't understand one word in that song. And I guarantee you the people in The View will probably do the same thing. I would love to see Whoopi Goldberg do a fake Latin accent. Since this is her idea, I think she should lead the way and show us how it's done, because she doesn't obviously need to make her skin any darker. She could be like a Dominican, you know, she could have she really dark skin and then give off her Spanish accent that she wants everyone to do all of a sudden. Let me know what you guys think of Whoopi Goldberg's idea and The View and just Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl in general. Like I said, I think it's a giant middle finger to the fans that watch day in and day out. And at the end of the day, the NFL, I think it's what's so frustrating in the NFL. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. I don't really watch football as much as I used to. The NFL always felt like the one place where kind of people that were divided could come together, right? You get together, you have some beers in the weekend, regardless of what your views are during the week, regardless of where you work, what your job is. You get together, you have some beers, you watch grown men hit each other, right? That used to be the idea. It was the one big thing in this country that used to pretty much unite all Americans. And that is gone. It started probably with the Kaepernick kneeling situation. And then you have during the pandemic where they were all painting on the end zones and racism. I think they still do that. They have the things on their helmet that say stuff like that. All the political stuff. They're playing the Black National Anthem before, I think, every game. As if Black people aren't American citizens. Like, the United States national anthem applies to all Americans. So I will never understand that. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments about this whole thing. I think it's beyond stupid, and I think Whoopi Goldberg is an idiot. But this stuff is kind of entertaining, though. You guys have to admit it's kind of entertaining. Let me know in the comments what you think. Subscribe, like the video. I'll catch you next time.